Peace and love, family. S. Marshall, aka Smell, and I'm here with a quick tutorial to show you something that will tremendously help your mixes or your mix down. And it simply is to when you are finished with your arrangement or your production, is to bounce everything out in wave, and then start doing your mixes or continue to do your mix with your EQ and your compression and all the whatever you need to do. What I've found is that for some reason, by finalizing it with the wave, it just there's a better quality sound that comes about. I can't explain it all. I think it may have something to do with the sound going through your plugins and then to your actual ears or however the routing is, and that you're actually just playing like plugins rather than a wave, an actual wave file, or a confined element of the sound. And for some reason, I find that when you bounce it out prior to doing all your mixing, all your EQing and so forth, it tends to have just a thicker or nicer sound to me. So in Ableton, there's different ways you do that, but I know in Ableton, different, I mean by different ways, meaning in other DAWs there's different ways to do this, but in Ableton, excuse me, you do it by freezing the track and then flattening the track. So I'm going to do that here. I'm going to let you hear a little bit what I'm doing. This is Danny Lay, I think, type beat. Bull Shiggity is the record I went off of. So we get challenged. Okay, sorry about that. I thought I didn't have some sound going on here, but we're back. So what I was saying is basically how to do that is freeze the tracks. Is I'm going to select all my tracks that are midi. Now, hold on. My drums, I don't think I separated my drums out. So I definitely want to do that. One way to do that real easily is I have it here in the drum rack, and I go on the Mac, hit Control, and this is my kick. I got my kick selected, hit Control, and click this right here where it said extract chains, and click that, and it's over there. So I'm gonna do that for my snare. It's just that easy. I think this is my hi-hat, and I'm not sure what this is. So I go back in here, and you see I have my drums tracked out. Just that simple. Ableton, man, I love how they make things, the workflow, very easy, very, catering to the producer to work. So with that being said, again, so I'm going to bounce these out to a wave file. This is my organ. That's my pegments file, pad, that's my mini, my bass. Not sure, that's like a guitar sample. The bass already have a wave there, and my piano, and the way I did that, the skip that I hit on Apple keyboard is Command, and I can get that jump. So I come over here, I hit freeze track, and it's gonna freeze everything. So like all my EQ, anything I got so far here, it's gonna freeze it. You could work that way before you finalize it. But oh, wait a minute. I'm making so many mistakes here. What I would recommend is before you keep your midi session, the one you have a session, then come up and make a new session, like save as. So I'm gonna click here, save as, and I guess I got this under type beats, but I want to keep it in the same project, and I'm gonna just add waves to the end of this. That's what I do. So I just know that the session now that I'm working on is going to be the waves file. So if I need to go back and change something from the original or change something with the MIDI file, I have that. So I would recommend that. Hopefully you get what I'm saying on that. So let me highlight the ones I want to bounce. I say bounce, but actually Ableton's dialogue is called freezing and flattening. Same thing though. You could do that in Reason. I think in Reasons it will bounce the tracks right in the session for you and keep the MIDI if you want to keep the MIDI as well. I think that's one of the differences in Reason. Logic, I think you can bounce it out to a new region as well. But this is certainly, to improve your mix. You're gonna get a lot. Your sounds gonna be a lot cleaner. More clarity. I don't know. It's just something about using the wave file to mix. And, I kind of came across this just by noticing, looking at YouTube videos on different producers who, made it in the game. And normally when they are explaining their beats, how they process, how to make something, they're all wave files. There's no MIDI. And so I would imagine engineers prefer to mix with the wave files as you see here. Another good thing about doing this as well is in the event that Ableton or all the upgrades with computers and so forth, when you have the wave files, you don't have to worry about problems when you're trying to dig up another beat, because they don't have that plugin no more. That plugin is not compatible anymore or something. You got the wave files, you got this beat forever. You know what I'm saying? So what I may go here and do is, which I don't do all the time but should, is consolidate these files so it can be a little more organized. If somebody want to jump on the beat and they're like, hey, Marshall, send me the files, it's already ready to go by when I consolidate the files this way. You can always do it later, but that's what it is. So as you see while it's loading, this is the tip. This is just something, very simple you can do. And another tip with that is, you see how these files are all the same length? When you send files to your producer or files to be mixed and engineered, that's what you want. You want all the files to be one length. One length. So I'll show you, just like I did this, I would do that for all these files. I would consolidate them like this, and Command J is on the Mac, and I'm Ableton, and it would do that. And that way, when you send files, they could be working in Pro Tools, they could be working in Logic. No, it doesn't matter, because when you got the files, you're good. All you do is just file it, drag the files in, get the right tempo, which this one is 109, and get to work. So this is a great tip. Some other things I threw in there, but practice. Try when you're doing your mix and you're ready to actually do the mix. Not when you're at that point, go ahead and bounce out your sounds to wave, and then do your mix, and then tell me, report back to me. I believe you're gonna find that you're gonna get better mixes that way. Indeed. So as you see here, it's finishing out, and everything looks beautiful. That's just my tag right there, so I ain't worried about that. That goes at the beginning. But everything is lined up. Everything's one file. In practice, this is how you should do all your sessions. Once it's done and completed. So I'm gonna fade on out with y'all some sounds, and peace and love.